The Starlight Quest. Once upon a time, in a little village nestled between whispering forests and rolling hills, there lived a curious girl named Lila. Lila was 6 years old, with bright green eyes and a mop of curly brown hair that bounced when she ran. Every night, as the moon peeked over the treetops, Lila would sit by her window, gazing at the stars. She loved how they twinkled like tiny lanterns in the sky, and she often wondered if they had stories of their own. One chilly evening, as the clock struck 8, Lila noticed something unusual. A single star, brighter than the rest, blinked at her, not once, but 3 times. She rubbed her eyes, thinking it might be a trick of the moonlight, but the star blinked again. Then, a soft, silvery voice floated through the window. "Lila," it said, "I need your help. Will you come on a quest?" Lila's heart skipped a beat. She looked around her room. Her stuffed bunny, Mr. Flops, sat on her pillow, and her nightlight glowed softly. "Who's there?" she whispered. "I am Stella, the guardian star," the voice replied. "One of my little stars has fallen from the sky and landed in the whispering forest. Without it, the night will lose its magic. Will you help me find it?" Lila thought for a moment. The forest was a big place, and her parents had always told her to stay close to home. But the idea of helping the stars filled her with excitement. "Okay," she said bravely, "but I'll need a guide." At that moment, Mr. Flops hopped off the pillow. His button eyes sparkled and his floppy ears stood straight up. "I'll come with you," he said in a squeaky voice. "I know the forest paths." Lila giggled. "Mr. Flops, you can talk." "Only when the stars need us," he replied with a wink. With a nod from Stella, a trail of glowing dust appeared outside Lila's window, leading into the forest. Lila wrapped herself in her favorite blue blanket, slipped on her fuzzy slippers, and followed Mr. Flops out into the night. The air was cool, and the trees swayed gently, whispering secrets to one another. The trail led them past a bubbling brook where fireflies danced like tiny fairies. "Look!" Lila exclaimed, pointing at the glowing bugs. "They're helping us too!" The fireflies buzzed around, lighting the path as the stardust trail grew fainter. Soon, they reached a clearing where the trees formed a circle, and in the center lay a small, shimmering star. It pulsed weakly, its light dimming. "Oh no," Lila said, kneeling beside it. "It's hurt." Mr. Flops sniffed the star. "It needs warmth and love to shine again. Let's wrap it in your blanket." Lila carefully lifted the star. It was light as a feather, and tucked it into her blanket. She hugged it close, whispering, "You're safe now. We'll get you back to the sky." The star flickered, as if thanking her. But just then, the ground rumbled. Out from the shadows stepped a grumpy old owl named Oliver. His feathers were ruffled, and his big yellow eyes glared at them. "Who dares disturb my nap?" he hooted. "We're helping a fallen star," Lila explained, holding up the blanket. "It needs to go back to the sky." Oliver tilted his head, studying the star. Stars are tricky. They need a song to rise again. Do you know any?" Lila shook her head. "I don't know star songs." "I do!" Mr. Flops piped up. He cleared his throat and began to sing in his squeaky voice. "Twinkle, twinkle, little light, rise up high into the night. With love and warmth you'll glow so bright, back to Stella's arms take flight." The fireflies joined in, their lights pulsing with the rhythm. Lila hummed along, rocking the star gently. To her amazement, the star began to glow brighter, lifting slightly from her hands. Oliver flapped his wings, impressed. "Well, I'll be a featherless fledgling. Keep going." As the song continued, the star rose higher, floating above the clearing. But then a gust of wind swept through, tugging the star toward the trees. "Oh no!" Lila cried. "We can't lose it." Oliver swooped down. "Hop on my back, both of you." Lila and Mr. Flops climbed onto the owl's broad back, and with a powerful flap, they soared after the star. The forest blurred below as they chased the glowing light, weaving between branches and over streams. The fireflies followed, creating a sparkling trail. Finally, the star slowed, hovering above a hilltop. Lila slid off Oliver's back and reached up. The star settled into her hands again, its light steady now. "You're almost home," she whispered. She sang the song one more time, and the star began to rise, higher and higher, until it joined the others in the sky. A burst of light showered down, and Stella's voice rang out. "Thank you, Lila and friends. The night's magic is safe again." The fireflies buzzed happily, and Oliver gave a rare smile. "You're braver than you look, little one," he said. Mr. Flops hopped onto Lila's shoulder, and together they watched the stars twinkle brighter than ever. As the first light of dawn crept over the horizon, Lila felt a gentle tug. She blinked and found herself back in her room, tucked into bed with Mr. Flops beside her. The window was closed, and the nightlight glowed softly. Had it all been a dream? She smiled, knowing the stars would keep her secret. From that night on, Lila looked at the sky with even more wonder. And sometimes, when the moon was full, she swore she saw a tiny star wink at her, grateful for the girl who saved its light. The end.